Good morning. Chrissy from Odenton, Maryland. I'm going to jump right into this because my mind has been boggled and I've been on just total mental overload with this for a while now. I haven't really known how to put these things into words without rambling, but I need you people to hear me. I need you to hear me. Close your eyes and just listen. You don't have to watch. You don't have to get caught up in my hand motions. I need you to hear me. Now, just close your eyes and imagine you're a young person, boy or girl. And we're going to go with this instance that you basically come from a pretty loving, normal, middle class, maybe a tad bit lower, but middle class in family. No shortage of hugs and kisses, stuff like that. But you were just growing up feeling less than, like you were not enough. And you don't know why you felt like that, because I mean, you're getting hugs and I love yous and such. Um, so you would do things to get this attention. You would make up extravagant stories. You would lie. Now, young guys, I'm starting young here, okay? I'm talking 6, 7. And you would lie at the expense of getting other people in trouble, but you didn't care. You didn't know consequences yet. And this would go on, but then you would get caught, and boom, you would get this attention, and you would drag it out because you were getting the attention. You didn't know why you needed this, though. Why? But this carried on through your life. And you just couldn't understand it. You were just never feeling good unless this attention was being brought onto you. This is me. This is my story. Um, you had these notions that if someone was not giving you the attention you needed, that they weren't thinking about you, or that you were just forgotten. And you then become known as the girl that lies. Don't realize how hurtful that is until, well, now. And this is at a young age, and then you start to grow up. And now this is just like a way of life for you. This is something your brain is telling you is just normal, right? You go through middle school, you go through high school, you wonder why you're being bullied, okay? You figure out, hey, I'm not even letting people learn to know who I am. Don't care. I'm not interesting. People are not going to like me. This became normal. I built this extravagant visual of a life. Ridiculous. Like, I can't believe I thought people would believe this about me. Would believe this life. Come to find out, they didn't. They knew I was full of shit. And this carried all the way through, guys. I'm going to cry. This carried all the way through my life. I did this. I met people and I lied. I built this life because why would anybody like me for me? And at this point, I didn't know how to let people know me for me, guys. I didn't know me. Up and then drugs got involved. And this is not my drug story, but I'm just going to tell you. The drugs then got involved. Child, married, had a child, like I said, child, married, like the life, but I still kept going because I was not enough. Chrissy was not enough. Now, I'm now 43 years old, and my child is grown. I'm on my third marriage. Finally have a long stint of recovery, going on 7, 8 years. I feel great. Now, we're going to stop there. It took up until almost, I want to say a year ago, but it's been really hardcore for me and sitting with me the past month, that I was raised watching, witnessing, experiencing, and living the life of emotional and mental abuse, but not against me. Now, as a child, my father will never use those words, but was an addict. He was an alcoholic. He's still in my life, and he's not much of that anymore. Not that I'm aware of. I don't get into that part of his life. My father was an alcoholic. And I never knew that much about that side of my family, and I never knew why. Thinking to myself, well, there's a whole family. Am I not good enough? Am I not something that my father's wanting me to be around his family? Little did I know I was being protected from that. But I watched him make my mom feel like crap. She would walk on eggshells. She would give me the added hugs and the kisses, the things that I was missing, so I didn't realize that I was missing it, but yet I was feeling it. I was lying. I was cheating. I was doing all of these things. I was manipulating. So I guess I was trying to get daddy's attention. I don't know what I was doing, but I know I was feeling that. I was witnessing this. Now, from the very little bit that I knew about my dad, this is something he, I feel, was raised like. Lacks of hugs, lacks of kisses. The I love yous and stuff not there. A lot of the mental and emotional stuff. I remember hearing stories that my dad would be in the car with his other siblings, because there was several of them, while their father would sit in the bar. Okay, would give them things. You know, this was way back in the day. Late 50s into the 60s. And they would sit in the bar in the car while daddy was in the bar. I don't know about my grandma. I don't know where she was at the time. I don't remember much about that part of my family. So in my mind, this is how only thing he knew. Okay, this is how he knew to raise a family. My mom told me that something he said once was like, I can't wait till she's old enough to go to the bar with me. And I thought, hey, that's kind of cool, right? I remember my mom telling me this. I'm like, whoa, this is what my dad had in hopes for me. This is where I'm at now. I watched my father lie, cheat on my mother. God, he would tell my mom stories about places he was going to go. My mom, and I would cry, I would beg to go, and I would hear my mom yelling, take your daughter, take her, she wants to go, because he was using these excuses. And to feel a burden on my father, because he now had to feel obligated to go. And then going and meeting these girlfriends while he was still with my mom. I wouldn't tell my mom because I didn't want to hurt my dad. Right? But yet, in the same sense, I was hurting my mom. This is what I grew up, and I didn't realize it was fucking me up. I just thought I was an unloved, not enough kind of person, but yet I was being raised with this, witnessing this mental abuse, this emotional abuse, watching my mom cry, watching my mom and I go try to chase down and find my father, watching me and my mom, as my mom was having my sister, and my dad left, took me to my other grandmother's, my mom's mom, and went and cheated on my mom. I don't care who sees this. Went and cheated on my mom while she was in the hospital with having my sister. So, I mean, and I watched, walking into my aunts and uncles, the very few times I had interactions with them as teenagers, them using cocaine, and all of my cousins are addicts on that side of the family, on my dad's side, or alcoholics. Many have not made it. I feel like one of the very lucky few. Here I am, realizing I have sabotaged 2 marriages. One, very early on, my daughter's father. We both realized we were young. We both realized we made many mistakes in our life. At that point, you know, we were young. We're great friends now. Our daughter is grown. We have grandchildren. This is wonderful. Second marriage was almost identical to the life of my father. I felt like I was married to a younger version. It was crazy what I was seeking out. My marriage now, my husband, I love this man dearly. We knew each other as children. Here I am, all the way up until just recently, guys. Here I am. The yelling, the screaming, the me walking on eggshells, hearing myself be called basically out of character. When he's angry, taking his frustrations out on me. What the shit? Now, over the years, I've owned up and I've changed so much about me. The lying has stopped. I own my shit. I come forward even when I know it's going to make people angry, because I didn't want to be that person. Once I woke up and realized it all, still hadn't put all the puzzle pieces together up until recently. I'm seeing him play the victim versus the villain. I love my husband. He's not a villain, but he's got the narcissism, and this goes past narcissism, guys. This surpasses narcissism. No, it's no physicalities in what I'm going through. It's all the mental, the emotional. And I was falling for it. I was thinking, since, I'm this recovering addict and I've made all these mistakes early on in my marriage, and that I've been married more than once, all of these things, that I deserved this for some reason. And quite frankly, this was a normal for me. This was normal. Now, knowing my husband's lifestyle, okay, grew up lack of, not a lot of hugs, not a lot of kisses, okay. The way that he was shown affection was, here's money, 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 money. Now, that's the cycle he carries through. I'm going to scream, I'm going to yell, detach myself from a lot of emotions, all that. But once I'm calmed down and we're good, hey, what do you want to eat? Here's some money. Let's go shopping. Do you need... Fuck the money. Okay? Where are any of you where I'm at? Do you understand where I'm at? No money. Show me you love me. Don't tell me. I'm done hearing it. I'm done hearing it. Because the things that you say out of your anger does not say I love you. It doesn't even show me I love you. Okay? And I've allowed this to continue up until just recently. I woke up. I watched a video and I don't know what snapped. I played all the words this man has said to me. Yes, I've done so much shit that, I've effed up a lot. And he's stuck by my side. But trust me, he doesn't let a day go by that I'm not reminded of it. But yet, I now come with my shortcomings. I now, when I mess up or when I do whatever, because I'm human, I'm going to mess up, right? I say it. I come to it. I put it out there. I don't hide it. I don't keep it a secret. That is not a justification for errors. It's called I'm holding myself accountable for my mistakes. I try to bring my feelings. I try to talk. I try to communicate with nothing. I get the excuse of, at least I'm home. At least I'm not lying to you. I'm not cheating on you. I'm not at the bars. I'm not doing this and that. The third. Great. That's wonderful. Many people can do that. Okay. I started reading and watching videos. Like, holy shit. I'm my mother. I'm my mother. Walking on eggshells. Doing whatever I freaking can to keep the peace in the household. My feelings are being dismissed. Being made to feel like I'm the overreactive one, that I am crazy. The codependency that I feel is ridiculous, okay? I kept looking for him to say, you know what? I'm proud of you. Or, great job. Or, this looks great. Like, why? I don't need you to validate me. I don't need the validation. And I woke up. Just, here I am. And I finally started saying the words. Guys, I am in an emotional and mentally abusive marriage. And I finally, during an outburst, an unnecessary outburst, the stupidest one yet, he said, and he screamed at me, an enraged scream in our vehicle. This was just yesterday. Now, I've been building up to this. I have said the words to him. I've done many videos. I've spoken up to him, and my whole speak up and speak out. Well, I have spoken up. Guys, this felt so good. He screamed, just screamed, and I looked over at him. And yes, I raised my voice back. And I said, I don't know who you think you're screaming at, because it's not going to be me anymore. I don't need to listen to this. You have your own set of issues you need to deal with. Whatever it is you're going through, You're not taking it out on me anymore. When you're ready to talk, I am here, because that's what a wife does. But until then, until you can speak to me with the respect that you want, we're not going to speak. Because respect is earned. It is not owed. So until you can show me I love you, don't say it to me. Because you're no longer allowed to speak to me in the way that you think you're going to. Because I am a wife, I'm your wife. You chose me. You chose to want to marry me. You took vows with me. We have overcome so much together. You're not perfect. You're not going to speak down. You're not going to speak and raise your voice out of rage over something that I don't even deserve. This outburst does not even match the situation. So whatever you're dealing with, whatever you got to tell yourself you're dealing with, you need to figure it out. Or talk to me like a human being. Because no longer will Chrissy be spoken to like anything other than just that, a human being. You're equal. Not above you, not below you. You're equal. In this home that we both are on. In this life that we're both in together. Guys, it felt so good, so empowering to take back, okay, what he was trying to take away from me. You can do it. You speak up. You take that respect that you deserve. Yes, it's earned. You're not owed it, but it's earned. But you deserve it. 100% deserve it. Nobody deserves to be spoken down to. Nobody deserves to be mistreated. Nobody deserves their feelings to be dismissed. Guess what? I broke the cycle. I broke the cycle because no longer will I allow that cycle of emotional and mental abuse to run through my family. Unfortunately, my daughter, through this, suffered because she witnessed it through me, and I'm sure I outburst her in her 23 years. 2 marriages I picked just like my father. The third one is by far the worst. I think I did a lot of sabotage the first 2 times. Thank God my daughter's father and I were able to realize we were both young, we were both stupid. Both were able to raise her. We have a beautiful daughter who's 23 years old going through, and I'm trying so hard to break that cycle with her now at 23. She's a mom. And thank God, she kind of broke that cycle with her children. We all raise our voices. We all get angry. But those words that we say out of anger cut like a knife. Guys, take it back. Take back your dignity. Take back your individuality. Take it back. You deserve to be loved. You deserve all of these positive things. Live your life. Live it. Make someone show you they want you. Don't walk on eggshells because of another person. Don't give your individuality away to keep another person happy. You work together. Not one person working to build up another person while you're just sitting here in limbo or being brought down. Break that cycle. I just broke it. And I feel great. You can too. If you want to talk some more about this, be happy to share more. There will be more of this story coming. I'm going to give you signs to look for. I'm going to give you ways to build yourself back up once you take back your individuality and you take back who you are. Okay? Break the cycle, guys. You can do it. It's scary. It's hard. And so often it's a normal for us. We don't know, nothing's going on. The people that are doing this to us, they're reliving the lives they witnessed, more so than not. That's not your problem. You break it here. You break it now. your children will no longer have to suffer, nor will they ever have to begin to suffer at the hands of this cycle, because you can stop it right now. Whatever your age, wherever you're at in your life, I'm 43 years old, my cycle has stopped. I broke it, and I'm recycling. And that is going to be the name I have finally found for my new inspirational blog, The Recycled Life. I love you all.